Certainly for my free-to-play account, I see him as my biggest target for the fusion. So, Magnarr. Honestly looks like he's a new recruit at the Heroes Gym, and he still needs to do a lot of working out for me. Like, and honestly, I like this part, but come on, let's lose the tail. Let's lose the tail. What is this tail? Like, what is this? It's like something's put something up him. Weird. Weird, weird, weird. Is A3 applies debuff spread. What debuff do you want to spread in this game? What's the main one I want to spread? HP burn. That's what I want to spread. Let me spread the burn. But they won't let us spread the burn. They'll spread other debuffs if the burn is out there. AoE places extra hit when there's no burns. A 50% chance of stun when there is a burn. Sorry, my bad. Okay. So, that's interesting, actually. So you can either set him up for just a damage A2, or you can set him up as like a miscreated monster style stunner A2, depending on what you're doing with him. Does his A2 second hit, Saf? Do you know if... Flippin' heck, 14 books. Do you know if his A2 second hit is like Trunder's, in that the second part of it behaves like it's a single target hit? He's also got this passive as well. Heals by 1% of max HP every time anyone in the battle takes damage from a burn. Just kind of like one... Like... It's so pointless to me. 1%. Second hit counts as a single target hit. Yeah. This is one of the weird things. The way they code like a second hit in... If it's like a situational second hit, it reacts as if you're hitting everyone with a single target hit. Which means that stuff like Stalwart Gear doesn't get any of the reduction. Or someone like a Duchess that gives you the AoE passive doesn't work on the second hit. Very weird. So yeah, weird. I think it's just kind of mistaken coding, really, but it is the way it goes. It's a good chunk of healing if spiderlings are burning. It's an okay chunk of healing, like 5 or 6%. I guess if he's your tank, he's got at least some passive healing. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, let's build him out. HP champion. We're going to get him to try and do some damage. Won't be too many items that I can use here which are HP based, I doubt. That's good. We're going to go crit damage here. We're going to build him for damage first. Crit damage with accuracy. HP with speed. Don't really want to steal from my Duchess. Let's just upgrade this one. Any debuffs that say place, do you need accuracy? Yes. Any debuffs where it doesn't say this skill cannot be resisted, you need accuracy for it. Yeah. Him and Eldasgard, also cool. Him and Mordekaiser, also cool. Him and Achak and Mordekaiser. Damn, that's a bit of a team right there. What we got? 83,000 health, 100% crit rate, 216 crit damage. It's an okay build. It's not anything mad. Okay, let's try again. Hey Hugsy, how you doing? Love the clown show video, good stuff. Originally, before I did that clown show, oh, let's see what we're doing. Oh, that's good damage. That is good damage. The double hit. We're talking like 2... Was that only 3 pieces of Savage? You sure? That's a big hit. We might have got someone. I think I put 4 bits of Savage on him. Let's check that. Savage is on. That's a big hit. That's a big hit for an HP-based champion. That's pretty impressive, actually. I normally test on stage 20 Zodiac. Not 24 or 25, no. Normally test 20. For someone who doesn't get a buffed ability like increase HP buff, this is a smack. Check that animation out as well. Love the animation. Oh, that's good. That is actually good. That's interesting. About 250,000 damage when there's no HP burnout. The A3 doing 87k. It's not too bad. If I had a choice, I'd take Vasulf. He will hit harder. What? Vasulf hits harder than this guy? I feel like this is actually a champion worth considering now. At least he hits hard. At least he's got something. He's got a decreased defense A1. Debuff spread does nothing obviously here. But a debuff spread mechanic, which is okay. Decent hitting as well. He's putting out some work here. He is putting out some work. Let's run him in a normal team now. Because obviously that team's just not practical. But what I'll do is I'll put him in speed boots. Get him back in some speed boots. Okay, 71k health, 100% crit rate, 220 crit damage at 192 speed. I'm going to change him to an accuracy banner so we can land his stuff better. So we're going to lose a bit of speed. And I think I'm going to run him... So we want to run him with an HP burn champ. Could even run him with this new fox, you know. Let's run him with the new fox in the mix. That'd be fun. Let's do spider. That's probably what people are going to be expecting him to be good at. So he would be negative affinity for the boss level, the 25. But most people, I guess, run 24 anyway. Where he'd be neutral. So we've got a burn with the fox. Cold heart in there. He's going to be able to drop defense on the spider. Maybe I run stag. Maybe I do this. This and this. He's actually going to spread decreased defense everywhere anyway because HP burns out there. So you don't necessarily need a decreased defense champ. What else has he got in his kit? He's got decreased defense anyway. So maybe you don't need someone like this, an AoE drop defense, drop attack. Because if you just got an AoE, if you just got a single target drop attack, he will spread that anyway. Don't know who you bring in to do that. Maybe someone like Jareg. T-built? Yeah. So something like this. Maybe? Maybe it works. Hey, A-Rox, thank you for the subs, mate. 5 gifted subs. Appreciate that. So the burns go out and decreased speed goes out. Debuff spreads all of those decreased speeds because the burns are there and increases the number of burns that are out there. I mean, it would be so much better as a champion if he just did a debuff spread of HP burn. Like, if he did, I would be calling for everyone to absolutely go after this guy. But as it is, I kind of like him, actually. So yeah, he's getting chunky heals, you're right. That extra 1% heal business maybe is worth looking at. Debuff spread again. Got decreased attack out. Only where there's burns though. This is what I don't like. So because we didn't have a fresh set of burns out, he didn't debuff spread to everyone. He just debuff spread to a couple of the survivors. But that stun out there when there's a burn. I like that he doesn't do the double hit when there's a burn, actually, because you don't want him to hit all the spiders twice when there's a burn out there. So it's actually a clever A2 mechanic they put in. I like it. It's just clever. It's actually good thinking. Thanks, A-Rox. Thanks, man. He's actually done the same amount of damage here as the burn guy. I like him. Surely. He's healing for a decent amount. Yeah, it's a fair point. Maybe try off affinity tank on 25. Yeah. This is my favourite guy, the fusion guys. Like, this is it. Favourite so far. We found one. We found one we want. This fox is all sorts of nasty as well, actually. I feel like this one is worth getting, yeah. So is he? He's not even tanking, is he? Feels like Cold Heart's tanking right now. Why is that? She just too much of a tasty snack. His HP is just so high. I think they're just after Cold Heart anyway. Unless maybe it might be something to do with buffs. I didn't see actually. Debuff spread. I wish he would debuff spread the HP burn. I really do. Oh, he is tanking. He's tanking for some of it. I mean, he's throwing out stuns, don't forget. He's throwing out AoE stun here. On anyone with HP burn. Or 50% chance. How's the new line, dude? He's strong. Yeah, he is good. The fox, in fairness, is super good here. So yeah, so Magnarr, I'm liking Magnarr quite a lot. Let's try him in arena, because he's going to hit hard. Let's try him in a sort of standard arena build. Looks like V-Bit's doing the same. Let's try this. Don't know how fast this guy is. But I was going to push my turn meter forward then. I didn't. The funny thing with this guy is, even though he has got drop defense and drop attack on him, it makes him easier to kill, but it doesn't reduce his damage at all. Which is quite cool with these HP champs. Let me just check this. Places extra hit if they don't have HP burn. So it's always going to happen in the arena unless you set it up otherwise. It's not bad. Not bad. I don't know which of these guys are actually like proper players, to be honest. That was solid damage though. The cool thing is you don't even need like an Arbiter style. You could just go Apothecary speed. Like you don't need the increased attack like you need with most nukers. So for my free-to-play, he would actually be probably a better, or as, yeah, it would be a solid nuker for me. Let's just sleep. Double hit. So we've got 2 negative affinities, but we're positive against the 2 tanks. Slow this down. 56, 44. I mean, he's sitting people down pretty nice. Have the 4 epics been announced? Yeah, this is one of them, yeah. For me, he's the best out of the bunch. We could try this absolute tank of a setup. Probably just die on this one. That's not hard. It's pretty hard, mate. It's pretty damn hard. Sitting down a Mountain King with one shot is pretty, like, challenging to do. Okay, let's go again. Slow it down. Against a tanky team. Well, 2 of the threats are down. We had weak hits here because I don't know if he's got reaction gear on, if it's literally just because of weak affinity, actually. Chris did survive some hits. Was that reaction gear? And now Brogny's going to kill us. Brogny's actually like sleeper OP arena champion, by the way. Debuff spread the fear. Right, this is a solid... I don't know who this is, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's a platinum level arena defense here. I do have masteries on him, Saf. Yeah, we've got Helm Smasher on him. Could he be a Nightmare Farmer? That's interesting. You wouldn't be able to use the build I've got him on him right now. You could do him in Lifesteal gear, though, for sure. I think you could. Let's try it. If he puts out burns himself, he'd be perfect. Yeah, for me, that's the worst thing about his kit. He doesn't have any way to self-generate burns. Let's just think about affinity as well here. So he will be weak affinity for 6. He'd have to go stage 3, I think. Which is not bad. We don't really have a stage 3 farmer for Nightmare. Most people have to go to stage 6. Stage 3 is generally nasty. Let's see what he can do. You don't like his artwork? No, me neither. No, I think it's lazy. I kind of like the animations. Good amount of damage, which we'd expect. Now, it might just take too long to get back to his AoE, to be honest, to be a Nightmare Farmer. In fairness, I think he just straight up does. Just wasted his AoE there, so he's basically dead now. There's no way back from this. Yeah. That's not happening. That's not going to work. I think for Spider, he's going to be cool. I think for Arena, as a nuker, he's cool. For general dungeon progression, he'll be good. Like something like Ice Golem, Dragon. I think he can come in and do some work on these. I think this is not a bad epic. Not top, like I'm not saying top tier or anything like that, but I think he's not bad. Best HP AoE nuker for Arena. I think it's actually Versolf. The last fusion is like the hardest hitter. This guy is close, to be fair. Him and Sir Nick, they're the other ones which are pretty decent as well. Yeah, you do. There is a condition on Versolfs, yeah. You think the Lion has potential to hit harder than Trunder? Potential, but it's situational. So that's the challenge with it. Like, if he's at 1% HP, then I think he's up there with a Trunder. So there's already champions in the game that hit harder than Trunder with a sort of situational bit of damage. Yeah, so there's a couple already out there, and he's another one now. When he's full health, he's kind of like Ethos level though, which is still strong. So I think he's actually, he's going to be good. The Lion's good. Can also do a lot of work in Clan Boss as well. This guy is, I think he's good. I think he's probably, certainly for my free-to-play account, I see him as my biggest target for the Fusion. More than the Fusion. More than the Legendary. Bear Cozy, thanks for the sub, mate. 10 months. Thanks, buddy. He's a good progression champ. He hits hard. It's kind of like everything you want from an epic, really. Got a couple of debuffs. Got a couple of mechanics which are useful. Can spread some debuffs around. Unfortunately, he is way better for most content if there's an HP burn out there already. So I guess pairing him with Ninja. Maybe Ninja's just a straight up good person to put him with. Hey, Revcos. Go, you good thing. How you doing, mate? When do we get the buff to Pixneal? Don't know, mate. They've not told us. Why is he good in Spider? So we just did it. If you want to check back on this actual VOD, we just literally used him in Spider a while ago. But if you've got someone who's already doing an HP burn, he throws a stun out for anyone that's got HP burnout, or like 50% chance to stun, which is solid. He was generally hitting hard, doing work. It's just generally a solid champ. I think he's worse than Sil for Spider. Yeah, but in fairness, Tyler, on like, Sil is a really strong legendary champion. Like, I would hope that Sil was better. So 2.8 million. He did more damage than Mr. Poison. Like, this dude does work. Eurogrim does a ton of work